Alrighty. G'day, legends. TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another legendary NRL live stream reaction here. We are here today for the legendary North Queensland Cowboys versus Melbourne Storm game. Obviously, we didn't do the first one. Man, oh man, life's just getting in the way, ain't it? But at least we can do this legendary stream for you guys. I think it's the first time in a while we've managed to be able to do two in straight succession each day, right? So it's good to be back with it. Hope you all enjoy. Keep up with the amazing support. Set up a little bit late, but that does not matter because we have you guys here cheering on all the way here. Shout out to you guys all across wherever you're watching from. Let's get into a ripper of a game here. Not too long till kickoff, about 9 minutes till we get to that point there. Hope you've all had an amazing night. Feel free to jump into the chat. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy as always. And, well, most importantly, enjoy, right? That's the only reason you should be hitting that like button, right? To have fun with it here. Currently just doing a few settings at the moment. Pumped for this one. Make sure to share around. If you're wondering where the poll is, that'll be up in just a second here. Hope you all have a fun time. Cowboys, Storm. And there we go. Boom. Too easy. Enjoy, legends. Let's go. Poll officially up there for you guys. Whoop, 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 whoop. Obviously, two teams that are doing a lot better than Para this season between them at the moment here. If you look at the ladder right there, the Melbourne Storm sitting third place and comfortably third place. Good on them. And the North Queensland Cowboys, while not as good in 12, still having a solid go at it here, legends. Not too bad, not too shabby, not too horrible. Could do so much worse than that, legends. So far, Storm 100%, obviously the one vote. Doesn't really matter, you know. Chuck it out there. Enjoy. In terms of lineups, legends, as it stands right now between these two teams, the North Queensland Cowboys lineup in a pretty solid formation with the fullback being Scott Drinkwater. On the wings, we have Robert Derby and Braden Burns with Zach Labert and Jackson Purgey in the centres. Jake Clifford and Thomas Duffy are your halves with Jordan McLean and Griffin Neame at the props. Harrison Edwards lines up in the 9 role with John Bateman and Kayo Donnell in the second row. Sam McIntyre rounds up the rest of the 13 at lock. Temple Kilipo, Thomas McCauley, Caden Lars, and last but not least, the NRL up doesn't want to be a silly Billy Cohen Hess on the interchange. Marley B is your 18th man, and obviously Todd Payton coach. As for the Melbourne Storm, the visiting side here, we have Nick Meaney lining up at fullback in a late change due to Sua Falongo's injury, with Kane Bradley and Siulagi. Oh my God, I'm going to have to wait for the commentary to do that. Brown. Joe Chan and Grant Anderson are your centers today, with Tyron Wishart and Jerome Hughes in the halves here. Former Gold Coast Titans fullback Jerome Hughes, actually. So a bit surprising that he's never been considered for that fullback role. But you know what? Nick Meaney is a much better option. Tuli Kabika and Josh King are in your props, with Bronson Garlick at number 9. Sean Bloor and Eli Katoa are in the second row, with Alec McDonald at lock. Nelson Asepa Solomono, Jonah Pezzett, Lazarus Valepu, and Lasati are your interchange. Kobe Williamson gets that 18th man spot. The battle of Todd Payton versus Craig Bellamy tonight. Liam Kennedy will be refereeing it. In terms of key ins and outs for both teams, for the North Queensland Cowboys and ins, we have Braden Burns, always been a solid option, but let's face it, more a backup option in general. And John Bateman. John Bateman, what a return he is. Jordan McLean comes in too. In key outs, we have Jeremiah Nanai, Murray Talangi, Reece Robson, Ruben Cotter, and Tom Dearden. Pretty much due to origin for the most part there. Same goes for Storm. With outs, they've got Munster, Grant, Pappenhausen, Utue Kamanu, Falongo, Trent Loera, and Coates. So if anything, the Cowboys can argue they're taking on a very understrength Storm team. Can they get the job done here? Not too long till kickoff now. 5 minutes to go. Let's say hello to you guys in the chat. Liam Pritchard says Tyler Storm by 4. First try scorer, Jerome Hughes. Well, that goes in our prediction list to mention at halftime, mate. Not a bad prediction there, bro. Would not shock me here. if that ended up being the case, my guy. Melbourne Storm, North Queensland Cowboys, Jerome Hughes to go over first. You know, it's always somebody unexpected. You very rarely get the main guy that you expect to score getting the first try, I find it, right? It always seems to be somebody that isn't part of the typical what you expect to defend set that ends up opening up the scoring boards. You know, I'll touch onto this later, Liam, that you've just brought up too. Yep, Reid Marnie joins the North Queensland Cowboys for 3 years in the not so distant future after this season here. So, Oh yeah, legend. I'm not saying that I pronounced it right. I know exactly that it's but like I'm not even gonna, you know, I'd much rather just give him a nickname and wait till they say it than pretend I know it and be corrected, legend. Jason Reader jumps in. Storm 1-12. The Melbourne Storm predictionator there. All right, mate. Storm 1-12. Get at it, bro. Get at it. Get the job done there. Just currently sorting out a technical thing here. Kayo being a bit of a muppet. For those of you wondering, yes, legends, this is a stream exclusive here. This is an exclusive one, which kicks off very, 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 very soon. Just editing. There we go. Yeah. Anyways, legends, kickoff has begun here between the Storm and the North Queensland Cowboys. Cowboys on the defense here on fourth tackle becomes fifth. On the 40, Storm pass to the right. Jerome Hughes rushing forward in. Oh, look at that coverage there. Held well by guard. Gets it back down to the ground. He goes here. Legend, it was in passing. I'd rather not go on about pronunciations, buddy. North Queensland Cowboys on the defense now. Melbourne Storm forcing forward. Probably will, George, but haven't seen it yet. Then over to Tuika Mika. Recently a move to South, fallen through. Talks of Broncos potentially being in the move. Speaking of Broncos here, Storm run through. Alec McDonald taking the tackle to make it the fourth here. Obviously, the Broncos, brilliant comeback over the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs last night. What an epic moment that was. Just like this potential try-scoring moment here. No! He's barely held there on the left, unable to break through there. Going through here. He's brought down there on the last tackle here. Now the Cowboys. What would have been a brilliant finish to that set amounts to nothing. North Queensland Cowboys now running through. Obviously had a few interruptions that first moment with Kayo. CK, well, it makes a K sound. Kayo obviously having a bit of a meltdown, but there we go. Third tackle here, North Queensland Cowboys. 15 out from their own side here. Passes it to Neem here on the middle here. Neem back around. Last tackle here. And the Cowboys thunder it in the air over to the left side here. And it ends up in the hands of Meaney here. Meaney to take it on forward now. Nick Meaney rushes forward here. Chris Shans says, hi, legend. Hi, mate. How you going, bro? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Like Wishart. Yeah, Wishart. Like, bro, same thing. Background right, past the 40. Melbourne Storm on the third here. Bats it round to the left here on the 40 here. Nearly to the 30, but can't quite find it there. Sean Bloor getting around here. Just 30 out. 2 more left in the set. Wishart goes to the right here. Hughes for Katoa there. Katoa then to the 20. Plenty of pressure here. 56 metres gained. Wishart kicks low here, and it ends up with Scott Drinkwater here. New South Wales Blues representative running around here. He's not representing them this series, though. Gets to the 10. Back over to the right then. A cameo only slightly more notable than Clint Gufferson's. Obviously, quite a few changes for Cowboys tonight. One of the key ones down that wing will be Murray Talangi. What a try scorer he is for them. Back round the right here. Very vulnerable they could be, and they mess up here. Very vulnerable indeed. And yeah, that was a bad play there. Forward pass. The North Queensland Cowboys give the Storm a key to breaking down their door. Now waiting on the feed and the scrum here to get it going. Jeff and we'll see, legend. We'll see. I'm just focused on doing this stream. Feeding in the scrum here. Jerome Hughes. Can the Storm open up the game here? Josh King around. A very underrated prop, some would say. Extremely underrated once upon a time. It wasn't even a debate once. McLean holds them out. Storm. Wishart gets it to Kamika here. Kamika there. Held on the 10 here. Back round. And Alec McDonald there. He's got no farm to enjoy. McDonald's forefront already to Hughes. Gets it to Wishart. Down the left side here. And couldn't break it. They hold strong here, the Cowboys. Only second tackle, though. They've got plenty to keep back. Kamika there. Down low. Back round. Couldn't quite get to the 10 there. And then it's Hughes here with the low kick. Oh, was that an interference in the defense? It will be. Melbourne Storm pushed off the ball. Penalty for them here. The North Queensland Cowboys lose their cool for just a second, and it comes back to cost them. And they were also inside the 10 metres. Never mind. All right, inside the 10 metres. I think it was a double infringement, to be honest with you. Melbourne Storm on the 10 here. Running forward. Yeah, Raiders beat the Dragons. Not too shocked by that. I did tip the Raiders, legend, but you wouldn't have thought that it was going to be as obvious as a result as it turned out to be. Back to the right. Offloads here. In and around here. Big tick for the Cowboys here. And there we go. A brilliant defense there. The North Queensland Cowboys have somehow managed to keep them away from scoring there. How have they done that? I could not tell you, legends. That's panic stuff right there from the Melbourne Storm. Just trying to get the job done. A bit too quickly here in this one. Eli Katoa and the Storm holding out the Cowboys here. Back over to the right now. Gets it at about Thunder here. Thunderous Robert Derby down the right. Number 2 gets off with the second pass here to John Bateman on the right side here. They're still in their zone now. They can't get past that red line yet. Back to the left here. They finally pass it. Down they go. The North Queensland Cowboys centre, Purdue. Back left, McLean here looking to clean up the competition. Tries to find his way around here and gets it to Neem then. Neem down, makes a good tackle before going to the ground. Edwards playing dummy here. We go to the left. Fast kick there. Ends up on the 15 here now. Melbourne Storm rushing forward here. In and abouts they go now. Any of experience here from them. Storm over the Cowboys here. Back around. Gets to the third tackle here. Bradley plays it. And it's a bit of a quick thinking offload there. Stormer away. Gets to the 40 before being held down here. Oh my goodness me. Here we go. Speed. They are on their way. Jerome Hughes around here. He almost gets past, but he finds another offload. This tackle set's never going to end. Round to the left side. It opens up too easily here. Rushing forward, Grant Anderson. He doesn't pass the ball. Shows you how natural of a winger he is playing at centre. And now to the left, Eli Katoa. Eli Katoa collects, and Eli Katoa scores! The former New Zealand Warrior. Now Melbourne Storm's second rower. Star second rower for that fact. Makes it 4-0 at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. And everybody would have their bank on that. If there's a second rower for the Storm that's going to go over, it'll almost always be him. Eli Katoa. Always showed potential to be a superstar. He's got a bit of luck in that collection, but you know what? His need to get to that, his lack of care how he does, to keep trying to collect that ball when it initially doesn't connect with him, truly shows you just how grand his motives are. 4-0 now with a kick to come. 50 bomb incoming. I don't know, man. It's early days, but potentially, it's a bit dangerous when you score when you score a try in that first 10 minutes, or you concede a try in the first 10 minutes. That can be a huge risk factor in your game. You don't want to start well too early, but you also don't want to start too poor too early. The game can go away from you as quickly as it can come to you. Most top teams know this for a fact. Melbourne Storm, after all, remember when they were dominating the Dolphins and blew it, did they not, this year? Nick Meaney got a majority of his kicks. He's only missed a couple from memory, from right in front. Bit of a curve on it, but you got to think he gets this one, surely. And, of course, he does. 6-0. 6-0. You never doubted it for a second, did you? Never for a second. Mate, Bulldogs, most teams know it. We could say that Dragons know it. Ignore the most recent game and look at the last time Para played them before that. 6-0 on the board. There we have it. And if there's anyone they want kicking when they've got their players out, it's Nick Meaney here. Points difference heavily in the favour of the Storm. They've got nearly 100 more points than first place. Nearly. Truly a consistently quality team. Built by the great Craig Bellamy. Hitting it to the left here. Wishart. Kamakamika here. They've got the weapon of Nelson off the bench. I despise him, but he could be a good option coming on soon for them. Round to the right here. Oh, look at the Storm just fending them off here. Cowboys, get yourselves together, sunshines. Back round. Storm spinning. They've taken full advantage of the momentum here at the moment. Back round the middle then. Storm, bit of footwork there from Eli Katoa here. And Hughes now hitting it to the right. About 5 meters out now from his own line. Scott Drinkwater's going to take on that defensive line here from the Storm here and be held back in it here. Down on the ground he goes. Then to the right here. Over to the 20 they nearly go before going down to the ground here. Purdue. Held out in it. Over to Derby. Got their hands out full here. And down to the ground he'll go. Finds it around here. Bateman, former West Tiger and Canberra Raiders getting a win this round. Drinkwater around here. Finds another breakthrough there. Scott Drinkwater, a real X-Factor player. Clifford had his time in Super League. Loves his time at the Cowboys even more. Hits it over to Nick Meaney here. The Mick Meaney, the former Canterbury Bankstown Bulldog. Remember, if you're enjoying the stream, to hit that like button, legends. Melbourne Storm. Held on it here. Wishart. Just trying to get out of their own end at the moment, the Melbourne Storm. North Queensland Cowboys finally switching it on a little bit. Good on them. 27 minutes and 40 seconds left in this half here. Back around to the left here. Anderson. Just trying to cross their T's, dotting their I's here. They hit it to the left side, and on the 10, it'll end up with Robert Derby, PNG King. Kamakamika there. Forces a good tackle there with Wishart to get him back here. It's been a funny season for the Cowboys. They've had some really surprising good results and then some really surprising poor results. You can't really seem to pick them. Kind of like the Raiders before this year, where they've kind of been, for the most part, in first. Cowboys back to left here. Kick here for Tom Duffy. It ends up back with the Storm, luckily for them. Back round, spins it like a ballerina. He gets down on the 40. And the referee does what he knows best. He blows the whistle. 6-0. Could it get uglier in a moment? John Bateman loses in that one. A claim of a strip, it seems like. Yep, illegal steal. The Storm just communicating how they're going to play this set. Getting their plan together. Hits it over to nearly the 40 here. This start right now couldn't be much better at the moment. Anderson taps and goes here. Nelson Asofa-Solomona warming up, it seems like. Back round to left here, Bloor. Down he goes. Josh King out for Kamika. Back to the left. Hughes. And oh, look at that. Alec McDonald almost through. John Bateman barely had to scramble to get that one in. Then to King, and Josh King immediately loses it. Who else but Scott Drinkwater to scoop it up and save the day for the Cowboys? Down to the right here. In and around. Gets it over to the left side here. On second tackle. They step around here. Couldn't break past. Burns playing a good role. And oh, they set up the Storm for failure here. Penalty is blown there. They give away their first penalty of the night. And the Cowboys are going to have to take advantage of this. Only 6-0 at the moment. As much as we go on about how well the Storm have started, this is far from a finished game. The number 6 kicks the penalty while there's 6 down. And here we go. Full set coming up for the North Queensland Cowboys. Not too far away on the Storm's 30-metre zone. John Bateman looks at the referee and goes, "Sir, how's that not something?" Then to Neem. Here we go. Neemia held. Edwards at dummy half. We go to the right. It's a short pass. And Bateman full Clifford. Here we go. Bateman down on the ground. Back to the left. The Cowboys. McIntyre gets it over to the left side here. They're trying to overlap, throw them off guard here. They couldn't quite manage it. Down they go. Rolling it to Clifford here. Back over to the right. It's a try. Robert Derby! Cowboys, never in doubt. There you go. And sometimes it's not about how many opportunities you have. It's how many you take. Whether it's 1 or 2 chances in that zone or 10. If that person in that 10 can't take any and you can take just 1 in that 2, you're doing your job as a rugby league player. And the PNG star will cross over. We'll have to see on the replay if he touched the line, but what a try if this stands. Watching it. He's got that. He's got that. How dare anybody doubt him? How dare anybody doubt him? Robert Derby, the number 2, grabs the second try of the night here. And that's sure to put a smile on his face. 15 games for the Cowboys in his first season. 9 tries for them. Definitely not breaking any records, but definitely not underperforming. Looks like it threatened to spill out that try, but it doesn't, does it? That's what matters. The Cowboys. Scott Drinkwater here. You look at this as an early kick, but this is always pressuring when you take on a team like the Storm. Every 2 points counts in your head. Oh. Did he? I think. Oh. It came loose. It came loose, the ball, but that's a really controversial decision now. Scott Drinkwater takes the kick, and he scores the kick. 6-all, Legends. Off of a try that I'm sure Storm fans will be furious about. But I feel like you'd be silly to not say that there's an argument to be made that his hand very clearly regathers the ball before it's grounded. Yeah, there. Wait, Legends. Maybe, just maybe, we've got a question for the bunker here. As the bunker hasn't labelled regathering as his reason, the bunker has said no clear separation, which couldn't be farther from the truth. Doesn't really make sense or add up. Actually, no, it does add up, because that's what bunkers do. They make really weird decisions. Anyways, we carry on here. Robert Darby here, taking the tackle. He keeps his try. It is 6-all. Background to McLean. Fierce run here. Been a Cowboy since 2018. He goes down. Short here. McIntyre. Rolls around to the ground here. And just firing up. It's Kayo Donnell. The starting signs for the Cowboys. We go to the right. Neem. Clifford. Gets it to Drinkwater. It's an intercept there from the Melbourne Storm. Tuimalatu Brown now, the one doing it. Bob Bell jumps and says hi. Hi, Bob Bell. Welcome to the stream, Legend. So Storms. It is Cowboys versus Storm round down to 18 max. Hope you're enjoying. Well, how about this for Melbourne? Prime field position here. Alec McDonald's held to the right here. Jerome Hughes gets it to Meany. Ali Katoa back round, gets to the 10 here before going down here. How you going? I'm going good, Legend. How you going, mate? Welcome. Hughes hits it in the air down the left side here. And, Robert Derby had all of the Melbourne Storm players on him there. He took on about 3 to beat them to that ball there. Now the Cowboys will have an attacking set. On second tackle here, Derby decides he wants to get involved again here. Are we sure this isn't Nana in disguise? Someone take off the mask. Then Burns. I know that Drinkwater's around, but it seems like they're almost playing. It seems like we got the Burns in the fully back kind of role. 5'8", here we go. Drinkwater hits it. To the left, it bounces. It bounces terribly against the Storm here. Luckily for them, the Cowboys didn't react quick enough to it, and Storm can tackle and get the ball back here. Appreciate it, Bob. You go for Panthers. Good for you, Legend. Good for you. Best of luck. 76% so far on the poll going with the Melbourne Storm to win this one. Well, I mean, it is all square, but, you know, this is the kind of game where I wouldn't be shocked if it ended with a Storm win. Background left. They squeeze themselves over to the 40 before going down here. Spinning around now. North Queensland Cowboys hitting them up in it. Wish up to Josh King. Defense for the Cowboys to endure. Kamakamika here. 30-meter line just in front to Hughes. 19 minutes left on the clock here for the first half. Nick Meany. The fullback looks for the run. Gets it to McDonald's. Bronson Garlick obviously got very lucky to get a spot now that Harry Grant is in the Origin camp battling illness. And Edison, you would have bet more money that the Cowboys lose there and the Storm score. But no, they collect it. Cowboys around now, fending them all off. Spinning with speed here. Here they go. Cowboys trying to lasso onto something. Drinkwater taps and goes around here. A little shove on him there. He goes down. Back around here to the 30. Hands where no one can see. Braden Burns. Derby. I swear he's left it about 10 metres sideways there. Clifford. Hits it. Goes in the air to the right here. And it ends up in the hands of the Storm again. Back over Meaney. He's playing his first game with Rabbitohs. He is tomorrow, Liam. Brandon Smith is playing his first game for Rabbitohs. Should be good, Liam. I look forward to it, mate. It's pretty funny that a South player has a history of saying so much good stuff about the Roosters with how much they hate each other, but that was before everything went down, so I'm sure he'll do good for them. On to the 40 here. Gets it to Hughes. Back and around here. McIntyre is off and Cohen Hess comes on for the Cowboys. Hughes on 5th tackle. Hits it to the right. Light kick now for him. And the Cowboys go straight forward here and get it down. Back to the right. Camped in their own territory here, the Cowboys. Derby. Intense run from him. Gets it round. Scott Drinkwater lifting up with it. Drinkwater finds the pass over to Clifford. Clifford lifts up for it here. Get those speedy little legs into action here. The gears are up for him. The gears are up. Back round here. Hess looking for the impact play here. Thank goodness Jerome Hughes has a helmet because that was fierce. Back round here. And the referee is actually going to call it back here and say Hess didn't do it well. Hess isn't happy with that one, but it is 5th tackle. I don't know if it's worth challenging, is it? Is it? No, you can't be challenging on 5th tackle, guys. I understand it's the halfway line, but like, you can't be challenging on 5th tackle for just a singular tackle. You don't win anything if you lose it. Or if you win it, really. I don't see him lose it. At no point does it come free. Hand still remains on the ball. Yep, no knock on. Challenge successful. Confident in himself there. I don't think you win in challenging that, but also they were correct, I guess, right? So they saved themselves some meters in defense. Clifford hits it over to the left side now. Melbourne Storm defending on the 10-meter line now. They got to up and go with it. Nick Meaney. He's gone. He goes around here. And now he runs around. Bateman all the way. Back to the left here. Lifts up in it here. The Melbourne Storm going in it. Wishart. Over to the right here. Spinning around. Tuimalatu Brown here. Nelson. Been starting a lot as of late. Coming off the bench this one. Now that is the definition of an impact player. And commentator's curse. Craig Bellamy looks unimpressed. Nelson, a Super Solomona, should get right back to the sofa because he did not play it correctly. And the North Queensland Cowboys get themselves an opportunity to lead potentially for the first time in this game and this half. One try for one chance here. Cowboys forward. Can they make it 2 from 2? Back to the right here. They're making some noise, the Cowboys supporters here. Just their second chance. We go to the left here. It's a good PS1. Thomas McHaley gets it off here. And the Cowboys held just above the 10 here. Round to the left. We go to the right now. The North Queensland Cowboys here. It's a good play from Thomas Duffy, who gets it over to his second rower there, John Bateman. John Bateman held right in front of the line here. 2 tackles left. Back to the left. Duffy finds Drinkwater, huge. Offloads backwards here. Duffy again. Round to the right. Darby's got a job to do. Will he kick it? No, Darby will run alone here. He almost loses the ball again there. Storm confused. Round to the right here they go, and on 5th tackle. Did he know it was 5th tackle, Clifford? Well, that's an anticlimactic end, isn't it? I know that's not, nobody wanted to have a changeover like that, but the fact Clifford was caught inside that 10, not much they could do about it. Nelson gets out of jail for his last error there. Spins around here. Gets over to the ground then. Almost around here. Plenty of atmosphere in the crowd right now amongst them. Alex Johnston. Oh, yeah, 100% he can, Liam. I don't think it's a matter of if, it's a matter of when he does. You know, when Alex Johnston breaks that record, you know, the Rabbitohs fans are starting a petition to invade the field when he scores it. You know, like, you know, it's happening. It's just about when it happens, Liam. And it's gonna be legendary when it happens. It's gonna be iconic. Better not be against Para though. All right, North Queensland Cowboys scored the first run, the last 11 of their last 12. Storm. Background left. Good run from Braden Burns. Finds the offload here. He gets it around now. And on the ground, he gets back. Good tackle, Asati. Blame it at dummy half here. And with the last play, they're going to hit it. Good tackle there from Jake Clifford. It ends up with the Storm. And oh, he's just barely. Oh my God, what a take from Tua Malatu Brown. Good moment for the young man on debut. He looks really promising, actually. Gets it around here to the 40. Background, Nelson Asopa Solomona. He stepped on the freaking Cowboy defender there. Dirty. Background to the right, Jerome Hughes. In and about here. Slams it down. Back around to the right now. Hughes. All important from Burns there, that tackle. It's high. It's tough. Scott Drinkwater. It bounces around here. And Ali Katoa, it's tapped. It goes backwards. Who's got that? Is that 6 again? The ref somehow has blown 6 more for that. How does he go 6 more with that? I have no clue. Sean Bloor offloads over to Anderson. Miggity now. Nick Meaney. The Mick Meaney forward. Nick Meaney held. Garlic to Asopa. Oh! Asopa Solomona. He takes the selfie for try July. Good on you, Nelson. My least favourite rugby league player flies on over and puts on a show. 10-6 now. Storm on top of it all here. He got off the sofa and changed the channel. The change of the channel? A lead. And he is the definition of an impact sub. Comes on the field after not starting in a change and makes the difference off of the bench. Watch it again. Oh, he's just too big for it, and the Cowboys can't believe it. Look at the fans in the background. They're disgusted. They're disgusted. They can't stand it. And it's about time we had a celebration. It's Try July, players. Doesn't cost much, do it. Helps so much. You need more rugby league players doing it. Nick Meaney. From right in front. 318 of 418 career goals. He's missed exactly 100. Does he make it 101 or keep that record? He keeps it at 100, missed. 12 points to 6. Converted try lead. Yo, TJC. Yo, mate, welcome to the stream. It's going good, mate. Welcome to the stream. 12-6 there. Impressed beyond compare. And with 9.5 minutes to go in this half, Storm slightly better, I think. I think that they've earned their victory, like, at least for the first half, but it's been a tight game. It's been anyone's game at the moment. So far as the poll stands, a dominant victory for the Melbourne Storm here at 78% to 22%. Nobody reckons a draw. Nobody. There'll be a winner, and it's been clear who it'll be. Hughes, round to the left here. Gets around. Goes to the left. Eli Katoa now. Eli Katoa. Rushing forward, Storm resting some players around here. They've got a few injuries, quite a few origin call-ups too. Definitely not a full-strength Storm team. Not a full-strength Cowboys team either, we'll be honest, but still. Nelson Asempa Solomona lifts up and around here. The Cowboys couch. Is that what you called it, Legend? I enjoyed the stream. Good for him. Good for you, Legend. Good for you. Back around. Hits it here. Oh, God, it's going out. It's going out. It's going out, Robert Darby. Oh, my goodness me. What have you done, Robert? What have you done? Jerome Hughes with the brilliant kick. And Derby just doesn't think enough about that one. Bit of a head snap. Loses it. Had his work cut out there. Dropout coming up. And we're all in with this one here. And with Shorts, it's a fair challenge, and the Cowboys get the ball on the 20, and it's a penalty for the Cowboys. Also, shout out to number 14, Temple Kalepu. He gets himself a debut against the opposition. There you go. The Storm, what a team. A tough one to go up against. He's got a huge ask in his first NRL game, but congratulations to him on making it. Drew Hughes, the Storm can never lose. They can never. The day that you lose, a Storm team loses with Jerome Hughes, is the day that he isn't even at the Storm, man, and they've put someone who has his exact name in because he just doesn't lose with it, bro. The Cowboys. Again, lack of communication, Legends. A lack of communication gets to them here. There's still 6 minutes to go in this one. The Cowboys can make it 12 all, I'm sure, before halftime, but they can't be doing stuff like this. Oh, yeah. Katuka, he could go, no, mate, even if he wanted to lose, I don't know if he would, man. I feel like he'd be like, ooh, I'm trying to give you the win, guys, but he'd keep doing amazing kicks and plays accidentally, mate. He's so natural. The shot gets around. Wishart to Hughes. Back to Katoa. Oh, that was a nice play there to Nick Meaney here. Meaney around. Back in for Hughes here. And it's Asati here. Gets it to the right. Hughes Hits it in the air now. And Hughes inside. Eli Katoa. Nelson bats it backwards. Ends up with the Cowboys as number 9 there. Trying to run around. Here they go. Back round to left. Braden Burns. Fends off 1. Fends off 2. And they're just coming at him. He wasn't moving. He was just trying to fend them off. He's like, don't tackle me, guys. I don't want to be tackled. Get off me. Get off me. Wants to lose. He unties the laces on his shoes. What? So that he trips over, man. That's the only way. That's the only way to beat him. Not that bad for the Cowboys at the moment. 6 points is nothing. Clifford breaks through, and it's the last now after a good run. Cowboys, good hit in the air. You got to expect Storm to collect this, though. And yet, Nick Beattie. You could probably ensure that 9 out of 10 times the Storm will always collect that. And Bradley set upon here. 7 times Cowboys have been tackled in the opposition 20. You may think that's a little bit, but that ain't nothing on the Storm's 18 in their area. 18, that's right, legend. You heard that right. I am a bit surprised by that too, but I also am not, because you just gotta look at how this game's been going, right? What's more so been the case is not so much the amount of possession being even, but more so the Storm having just more, but not doing quite as much with it, I guess you'd say, right? In terms of consistent percentage. If you put into percentage the amount of times Cowboys took advantage, I know it's only 1 time, but it would be more than the twice the Storm have. Ran to the right here. Tackled. Wait, gets around here. Thought that was a high one there. Around to Scott Drinkwater. The North Queensland Cowboys. And they've got it! They've got it! I'm a legend! You are a legend! He is a legend! Who is he? Well, let me tell ya, he is none other than Jackson Purdue! Purging through the line. 10-12. Hear the siren. It's Purdue time. And Jackson Purdue cuts them perfectly in half, as if he'd been trained by ninjas themselves. Abilities that you must say have to have come from the sky. He breaks through that line. They were fragile glass, and he gets by. He is the hammer to smash them around without the hammer. And Purdue, what a season he has had for them. 9 this season, 11 in his career appearance in terms of tries, and 1 tonight. He is a player to keep an eye out when it comes to his future, because his abilities are not to be laughed at. Jake Clifford now. From the sideline here, 75 out of 112 career goals. That is a 67% kicking rate for you non-mathematicians out there, or you non-teachers. He's got a chance to raise that tonight. Jake Clifford, former Newcastle Knights, Super League star, Cowboys star, you could argue, to make it 12-all with 2 minutes to go in the first half here. Don't lose, Melbourne. Don't lose, Melbourne. Don't lose. JK Story says, hi. Hi, JK. Welcome to the stream, mates. Hi, which team leading at halftime? We're not quite at halftime, legend. 2 minutes to go, but it looks like neither team, mate. It looks like it's going to be 12-all. What a kick. What a kick at half so far. At halftime, you got to think it's going to be 12-all, unless someone gets a lucky field goal. What a moment. What a run. You would never have bet on it. We thought the hope was there for something, but too often than not, it's all left to hope and not to reality. Dreamers dream, doers do. Purdue is a doer and a dreamer. Now the Cowboys through the right here. And it remains this tight in the second half. This could be one of the best games of the year. Let alone this round. Round to the left then. North Queensland Cowboys forcing forward here. Total domination. They keep going. Cowboys using momentum for glory. They keep pushing forward here. Livestream tie. Tigers versus Panthers. What do you mean by that, Legend? We're not doing that stream, but we don't have that stream. We have Roosters and Tigers tomorrow, and Manly Rabbitohs. We might do both. We might do both tomorrow. Depends, Legends. I'm not exactly an early bloomer, so we'll see. But I'd love to do both those games. Yeah. I might even set them up after this so I don't forget. Just for you, Legends. Tigers vs Panthers round 21. Oh, is it a round 21 game, Legend? It is. Well, it's not on the day of Para, and it's at a prime middle game, so yeah, it's every chance of being done on the channel. Right now, it's not about if games can be done on the channel. It's about like what we can do for what we can do without burning out, because that's a problem we've had. Back round to the left here, past the 20, almost to the 10 now before going down. On fifth, just 15 seconds on the clock. Can Storm gather the lead? They've got one last chance. Up we go. Cowboys knock it on. Nelson comes up with it. One last play in a scrum here. Melbourne the bye. They got there, the Storm. They got there for the scrum. The Cowboys knocking the ball on here. We will have one more moment in this half here. Hang on. Nah, they're not going to let them do it. They're going to call it for first half. 12-all at halftime here. Well, this is just a captivating contest, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant, mate. Craig Bellamy's going to get as angry as he wants, Legends. He's going to get as angry as he wants. Oh, God, the whistle. You hear the whistle ad. You can hear the whistle ad. Oh, God. Anyways, it's time for the TJC Sports Halftime Show with your host, TJC Sports. I hope you're all doing amazing here tonight as we're enjoying the chill point of the stream where we get to enjoy ourselves. Feel free to chat as we relax and look forward to the second half when it comes up. Honestly, that first half, what a first half it was. 12 all. You wouldn't call it the most crazy scoring affair, but you'd also say it wasn't underscoring. It wasn't like the defense was solid from both teams. Did they get out of jail a little? The fact that Scott Drinkwater there and his Cowboys, did they get out of jail a little? Absolutely, they got a little bit out of jail with that error that Robert Darby did. But also, sometimes you need a bit of luck, and I think the Cowboys earned a draw at halftime despite that. Well, Melbourne have looked like the better side, in my opinion. North Queensland Cowboys have really put it to the max here, and you can tell how badly they want this win over them. Okay. Yes, I do have Kayo, Legend. Yes, I do. That's how I can do the streams. Long way to go, cows. Have patience. Exactly, John. It's a long way to go. It's only one half, Legends. Hat. Yeah, no. Yeah, you got a hat, Legends. It's one hat. One half. You just can't see it, It's about, that's the thing. I feel like the Cowboys need to remember that. It's a game of two halves. If you can't play as hard in the second, then there was no point to the first. Just look at the Dogs and the Broncos, man. That was insane last night. Utterly insane. Well, he learned it all from TJC. Yes, he did, legend. Yes, he did. You know the other fun fact, and this is true. The only reason that he didn't that he joined the Melbourne Storm to coach them at all in their history is because TJC was born and he went, oh my God, look at how smart TJC is. He'll make this team look much better once they appoint him at a young age. So we've got to get it done. You know, I need to sign with them because I need to be known as a legendary coach, not outdone by the incredible mind that is TJC. Stop the clock, says JK. Stop the clock at 12 all. Stop the clock. Get it done, Evening Legends. Hey, Mel, long time. Let's go. Evening, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Up the ABs, the All Blacks. Oh, yeah. Hope you're doing amazing. Great to have you here. The Cowboys will fall from their horse. Who will win the Storm? Of course. Yes, Katuku. Go at it, mate. Go at it, mate. Just as high Mel. Hammers vs Cowboys. I did stream Purpose vs Cowboys. You mean the draw game, legend? That was streamed on the channel, mate. The draw game was streamed on the channel, but even if it wasn't streamed, mate, you got to keep in mind that I'm one person and that streams are really exhausting to do. I'm not going to lie. Part of the reason that they went on hiatus for a bit is that TJC got burnt out because of how tough they are to do. You know, but no, we did Cowboys Panthers. But, you know, I still enjoy doing them. It just got a bit too much eventually. But we got 12 all now on the board. Hey, Tyler, thanks, bud. Hey, Mel, welcome to the... Hey, all good, mate. All good, Mel. All good. Storm will make a slippery saddle. Oh, mate, they're going to slip over faster than anyone, mate, all right? They might as well be, you know, skiing on ice without actual skis. They don't know how to ski, I bet you. I bet you, mate. What a crazy game. I thought Storm would be winning easy. I know, mate, but that's just how rugby league is, King Julian. That's just how rugby league is. That's how it gets done, bro. Swiss Roosters, let's do round 3. Round 3. Well, round 3 still. Unless you're talking about the NRLW, round 3 is well past us, legend. Well past us. As past us as you get, actually. Couldn't get more past us than that here. We'll see. I might want to do this stream. Yeah. I'm just planning out the streams and other stuff for you right now on the side here, legends. I'm not paying attention to you. I'm just plotting all that out for you. Thinking within reason so that content happens. Yeah, why are you talking about NRL then? Round 3 was ages ago, legend. Like months and months ago. Tipped cows, of course. Mel, I've got a secret for you. I've got a secret for you too. All right, come here. I took the risk too. That's right. I tipped the Cowboys. Also, I just got to say, legends, that don't stress about it. NRLW streams are coming. It's just about the time, all right? Okay? It's just about the time. They are coming. Look forward to them. This round, for the most part, was just very much about getting back into live streaming, you know? Again, consistently. Hopefully next round or the round after, we'll be able to consistently bing between it all, you know what I mean? But, yeah, they are coming and they're going to be legendary, especially the Para Girls streams, because let's go Para. That's right, Scram Flood. Okay, what a win by the Broncos last night. It was, mate. It was coming back from behind, bro. What a comeback from behind, mate. You absolutely outdid them. Honestly, that was one of the best streams last night. You know, the comeback, like, You know, there's nothing better than watching the Dogs lose when you're a Para fan. There's nothing better. It was just a great sight to see. The overconfidence shatter on them. They have been good now. They have been good. Just because I haven't been doesn't mean I haven't checked them out at any points. Like they've been good. I just between stuff coming up and me just trying to get back to even to having a stream on the men's one. You know, it's been a real juggle, but it's coming all about. It's coming back together. It'll be good. So that's NRL W. No, I just didn't stream it, Legend, because it was too much, as I just explained to you, Legend, if you listen. I did catch it, Legend. I just didn't end up being able to stream it. I enjoy streaming, Legends, but like sometimes, you know, I'm a person, you know, and I'm a person who's got studies and other obligations and family and like other stuff that I have to look at, as well as like how I'm up here, you know, like all that stuff comes together into factors. Liam Pritchard says Michael Maguire over the moon when the Broncos lost. Mate, do you blame him? I don't blame him at all. I thought that I would have been losing it if I was the Broncos coach. I think it's epic, bro. It's epic, that result. Team to beat the Roosters team tomorrow. Yeah, we'll consider it. Alrighty. Anyways, Legends. What a game, right? This could go to Golden Point. Mate, this could be another draw, bro, how this game's going. Forget just Golden Point, man. This is all of it. This is an insane one right now. I'm excited for the Warriors NRL team. I am really excited for that game, Legend, and I hope that's the first one of the channel. I hope that's the first game we get to stream with the NRLW girls. I really hope so, you know. The one at the very least goal I've made for myself is to do the Para Girls games. You know what I mean? At the very least, assuming they're not on the same day as when I have to vlog the guys, because it's just too much on the schedule. But yeah, I want to at the very least get the girls doing streams on the Para Girls. But yeah, hopefully we can get, you know, I also want to try and get some random team ones throughout as well. It won't be as frequent as the guy streams, but I'd like to get them about, you know, get them going. So there's every chance, right, you know, that we'll do the girls one and then do either Manly Rabbitohs or Roosters Tigers. There's a chance we do. The thing is that I probably can't do free streams. That's the thing, but we'll heavily take a look at it or what to do, like what we'll do. Tyler's a parapet. It felt good to see the Bulldogs lose. Of course it did, Liam. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it feel good? But also, you know, at the end of the day, we're all just rugby league fans, right? Wanting to enjoy and support our team. Tyler's a parapet. It would be good to see the Bulldogs. Well, yeah, it would be. Would be, Liam. It would be good. It'd be very good. It'd be amazing, even. Amazing. Spectacular. Shout out, Legends, to all of you. Had quite a subgroup this stream. Hasn't been to the degree of like Origin, but it's been not too bad there, you know. So if you are enjoying the channel and haven't yet, consider hitting that sub button, and also while you're there, hitting the like, because not only does it help the stream, but it also helps out the channel in general and gives you guys more likely of a chance of being recommended my stuff. Obviously, by the way, speaking of, we brought up Origin growth earlier. State of Origin Game 3 will not be streamed on the channel, Legends. I got to put that out to you right there, right now. All right, I know how good the Origin streams are. I love State of Origin streams, But I'm going to that one live, so we're going to be doing a vlog for that one. All right? We're going to do it, all right? We're going to be doing a vlog for that. Whoever wins or loses, good on yous, all right? Bring it on. Appreciate all of the support you've shown the Origin streams this year. We did all 3 girls. We've done the first 2 of the guys. I hope you guys can show support when this vlog comes about, all right? It'll be filmed on the Wednesday and it'll be released on the Thursday. Pocket Rocket Michelle. Pocket Rocket Michelle. It seems like Mel's given us some players to look out for in the Waz girls team here. Take a look. Watch out for Michelle Break Rocket Michelle, to be more exact. I am excited for State of Origin, Liam, mate. Very excited, actually. And yeah, brah. I'll be saying that. I'll be going Michelle, bro. Rocket Michelle. That's what we're going to be saying if we stream that one. Up the Roosters, cock-a-doodle-doo. I got a rooster last week. He's just great with the... All right. Anyways, legends. Anyways, get ready. We're saying goodbye to halftime and hello to the second half. Right now, and the last 2 wins against top 4 teams. Yeah, just give us the trophy now. Just give them the trophy now. King Julian says, give it to them. Forget the rest of the competition. Give it to them now. Tyler, when the State of Origin is over, run to the NRL series will begin. It will, Liam. It will. And I'm excited for it, bro. This has been one of the closest years in a long time. Scott Drinkwater there. 2 try assists. Line break assists. Can he get any more in this half here? Their star player. It's up to the Cowboys. Winners win, losers die. Which one will they be? North Queensland Cowboys over to the left side here. An oddly romantic, hard opening tackle there. On the ground it goes. Held out here. Back around now. Melbourne Storm holding them out here. Neither team is in a better position here at 12 points apiece. Maybe you can look at the Storm in terms of the expectations of the team, but still. Let's go second half. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Don't apologize, Mel. You're in the right. Can't print State of Origin. Maybe you will, Krishan. Maybe you will. Cowboys round to the left here. And skipping away. Joined the Cowboys squad not too long ago here. He broke away and the Cowboys knocked the ball on here. And that's a big chance blown early. But you can't take away from the efforts of the North Queensland Cowboys is number 14 now. He hasn't been there for long, but he's making his impact known. Temple Kalepo. Look out for Appy Nichols. Appy Nichols, legend. All right. Appy Nichols. Interesting name. Round to the right. Held out. Goes over to left. Gets it at about here. They look scared almost, the Storm. They're keeping back from them. Cowboys, determined here. Appy is a legend. He is a legend, Appy Coruscant. Who's Appy? Is Appy Nichols one of the girls? Maybe. That Broncos win against the Bulldogs last night was brilliant. Brilliant, Liam. Brilliant. Cowboys. Lift up with it, collect the ball here. Now the Cowboys having to rely on it, held down. Righto, then, yeah. Well, I'll learn all about that, won't I? North Queensland Cowboys, round to the right here. Gets in and about it now. Melbourne Storm holding them back here. Scott Drinkwater. Goes to Derby, down the right here. Gets it about it. Craig Bellamy couldn't be happier right now, apparently, according to Fox League. At 12 all, I find that really hard to believe. 41 metres gained here. Cowboys hit it to the right here. Long way to go. 5th tackle. Cowboys get through their set here. Nick Meaney now. Rushing forward. Can the Broncos finish inside the top 4? Can they? Yes. Will they? Up to them. Top 4 battle's not necessarily over. Nelson last half looked dangerous down this left side. Yet to see it in this second half come to me, but anything's possible. Nelson got his arms free here. Up the ball here. And pez it away. Nick Meaney! Meaney over the blow! The second rowers to score! And he couldn't do it! A great piece of defense from Jake Clifford! What on earth? You would put all your packets of chips on the planet on him to score there. Put down by a great tackle from Jake Clifford. And it gives them time for a breather here. He's fine, though. They're going back into the defensive line. 2 tackles left in this set here. Jake Clifford put his entire body on the line to stop that one here. Oh, Eli Katoa. Now to the right here. Hughes goes around. Jerome Hughes loses that. That goes forward. Gets to the pass and Bateman falls on it here. Craig Bellamy's gone. You're kidding me. In the box there. Always expects the biggest from his teams. Bulldogs fans booing Ezra Mam last night. Well, you know, I feel like we've got to accept the fact that Ezra Mam, you know, will... Ezra Mam did something where however he claims he's improved himself, you know, like, in my opinion, my whole drama with Mam's gone. I just want to... I wouldn't call him a favourite of mine, but I'd say that, you know, he's just a player, you know, there. But, you know, some people are never going to be able to, you know, he's always going to get booed at the end of the day. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. He'll never be able to stop there being any boos for him. And that's just how rugby league is, you know, legend. And also the Bulldogs fans, mate, don't be surprised. They boo everybody. Storm round the right here. Spin around. To the ground they go. Then to the left, Jerome Hughes. For Wishart here. 30 metres away there. Garlick to the left. Hughes. Josh King now. Former Newcastle Knight. King up to the 20 now. Hughes hits it in the air, darts forward. Grant Anderson! And he loses it into the Cowboy there. He had the ball. He just had to ground it. And it is indeed. And it is a knock on. Cowboys with it. I did always think Anderson got more of that than Drinkwater, and he just couldn't pull himself away from it. Bulldogs fans, yeah, I don't like Bulldogs fans. Suck. Fair enough, Liam. They're not very nice to Para fans. I understand. Did Josh Curran do something he shouldn't have a couple of years back? My brain's going a bit numb on that, but there might be. There might be something he did. I think he assaulted an underage person at one point, or like there was an accusation of it or something, but like I don't fully... Yeah, but you know, it's probably not a topic for this stream, but like, yeah, nah, he did do something, but Unfortunately, something like that's just not going to be as that's just not going to be held for as long of scrutiny as because it's so much more common as what Ezra did. Drinkwater the angle, Purgy now down the left here, pulls him in, and the ball comes free. Purgy says how. Todd Payton can't believe it. They're thinking about challenging it. The post is in the way of us knowing exactly what happened. There will be another angle, surely, to take a look at this, but we'll have to see. This is not going Purdue's way. Yeah, Purdue, what were you doing? Why do you challenge that? I get the hands were in and around, but like it wasn't the right play there. It wasn't the right play there. Oh, that's oh my god, that's like me challenging if my name is Tyler, and then expecting the bunker to go correction. It's TJC on my legal document. No, it's not going to happen. William Hunt says, "Evening legends. I was prepared to go to the Cow's funeral tonight, but it might get cancelled." Maybe, legend. It might. Don't celebrate yet. All right. Don't celebrate before all your cows have been milked. Round the left here, Melbourne Storm. Cowboys on the defense here. Honestly. Obviously, tomorrow we got 2 amazing streams there coming up. Oh. North Queensland Cowboys now. On the defense. Kia ora. Kia ora, mate. Kia ora. Was sure he did. Bit rude of Doggies fans. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Well, a comment that I live by with this one. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. So I'll put Matt Burner looking out at 5'8". I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense, Liam, because Matt Burton was one of the best centers in our game when he played at center versus the who was it? It was for the Panthers. When he played a season for the Panthers at center, he was great. All right. I get where Serrano was coming from with the decision, but what I don't get is why you even had to do that in the first place. Galvin completely throws a spanner in the works of it all. Maybe this is a para-hater talking, but in my opinion, they had a working system that they have chucked somebody into just because they could afford to do it. Not because it was what was right for them. And it's hit them. And it's hit them hard when it comes to how the teams communicated. Does it mean they dislike each other? No, it's just how it is on the field. You know, rugby league is one of those games where if you have a system, you know, however great it may be, there is always a fragility to it. You know, that's what makes stuff like what the Storm did or what the Panthers did so special. Warriors needed this bye round after back-to-back losses to Penrith and Brisbane. Do you guys have a bye after round 26? Do you have a bye in round 27, Legends, the final round of the year? Because you might need it when Parramatta win 50+. We've done all we should when we just don't live in the limelight. We just don't, mate. Exactly. We just don't live in the limelight, Legends. Yeah, you know, everybody does something that they shouldn't have or was dumb or made a bad mistake, you know. I've never done something like what the players a lot of the time do, but like, you know, you'd be silly to say that you don't ever. Round to the right. $10. Is this for XP? Mate, even if it isn't for XP, I'm gonna pretend it is, Legend. I'm gonna pretend it is, and we're gonna say that you do have the best XP, Legend. Mate, this is for legend points. Yes, Katuku. Yes, this is for legend points. For legend points. For legend points. The Queensland Cowboys are over. Are over. They lead. They lead. Scott Drinkwater with a name to show across the world a double meaning. Firstly, drink your water, kids. And secondly, watch how he scores that. The number one scores the number one try of the game, potentially. Scott Drinkwater, 16-12 to the Cowboys here. And it was for XP, Will. Legend points and a try. I bribed TJ Sinkow, scored. William Hunt, I am not complaining. $10 for you guys to score is good for me. I'm happy with that. More than happy with that, actually. There we go. The kick chase and the try to make the Storm cry and fry. They lassoed that comeback. So Para losing by 50. I say 20 to be fair. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, Legend, I'm sure you don't mind why it was interrupted with that. You're probably happy about it. But have all the Legend points for you, mates. XP for every letter you type. And also, thanks for the $10 donation, mate. As we always say on the channel, we appreciate when they come through as they help fund the channel. And you know, while they are appreciated, we don't random Southbound in the crowd. We don't force anybody to make them. If you can't afford to, Legends, just watch, support the stream, talk to your friends about it, maybe hit that like button, sub around. But it is also highly appreciated when people take that extra step for the dono. So appreciate you, William. Thanks for the $10 donation. You know, will not forget about it. Never play for Raiders unless he changes his name to Drink Milk. He's got to change his name to Drink Milk. You got to drink milk every day. Right, North Queensland Cowboys here. Running forward in it. Very, very impressive so far. I love the way the Cowboys are running the footy this game here. Round the right here. Through the middle now. Neem held. Goes over to the left here. McLean. Look at McLean. The competition up. If the Cowboys score again, I'll lose it. Third tackle. Over to the left here. O'Donnell runs around here. Kayo O'Donnell now onto the ground. In a tackle. Scott Drinkwater. Just skipping around here. Drinkwater. One tackle left. 55 meters gained on the 40. It's barely in the Storm zone. They're due for a contest, and the Storm spill it a little. Luckily for them, the Cowboys weren't there quick enough to force the spill. Back around. Dangerous territory for them behind. Meaty. Getting it on here. On the last, Meaty. Gets it back around. And wheelbarrows into the ground there. Oh, they weren't looking. They weren't looking. The Storm and the Cowboys win the ball on the 40. It's an error between Tuamalatu Brown and Garlic. He wasn't looking. He wasn't looking. Garlic, you weren't looking. Bronson, you have to look, Bronson. What are you doing, Bronny? And that was definitely not part of the set plays. Because if that was part of the set plays, you know, Craig, it would have worked out. Bradley would have been looking. Oh my God, Bronson, no. Well, as a Cows said, yes, I'm happy to see Cows leading, but still that worry. We were having 50 plus twice in 3 weeks. Of course, there's that worry, and you're losing the ball. You're losing the ball. You lose the ball the second we give you hope. Wills Somebody check up on him. This is probably not a fun game for him. Tyler, I'm tipping Tigers tomorrow to beat the Roosters. Honestly, that'd be pretty poetic, wouldn't it? Hughes. Likata around here. Udley in and about now. Gets around here to the 40 now. Then Josh King, not happy, goes forward. Forward now, Josh King. Push out to Hughes. Gets it to Nick Meaney. Through the line, he bounces. He's going, he's gone. He's gone. It's a try. Game on again here. Melbourne Storm, a team that you can never underestimate here. And what a try July celebration that is. They swam through the defense, ran over to Olympus, and claimed the crown. Kick Aquaman out of his kingdom. It is Nick Meaney time. He is the Aquaman. He's the Submariner. He is the Storm with form. He is the man himself, the number 4. The fullback, centre, winger. It doesn't matter. He will not stutter. He will regather and score every chance he gets. What a pass from Hughes. What a run through the line. And what a try for one of rugby league's most consistent players, especially in the back. Nick Meaney makes it 4 on the board for the number 4. And you just got to wonder what Craig Bellamy's thinking at the moment with this one, because this game's a heart stopper, you know. This game, no, a heart raiser. I'm a poet and I know it. Use this comment section, show it. I'm a poet and I know it. Show this comment section, show it. Oh yeah, mate. Oh yeah. I guess Liam really doesn't like the Cowboys. Maybe he tips the Storm. Nick Meaney to make it 2 from 2. Here he goes. From right in front. Can he get it? He's got to nail this one to make it 18 all. He does it too easily there. 18 all. Not many backs that can do it as consistently as Meaney. Is he as crazy as some backs? Heck no. In terms of full-blown talent. But he always gives it 100%. And you got to wonder how the Dogs ever let someone like Nick Meaney go. Such a difference maker he's been. We're all square with 23 to go now. 18 all now. Boom, boom, boom. And that's it now. Here we go. 18 all. In terms of tries, it went Storm, Cowboys, Storm, Cowboys, Cowboys, Storm legends in the 9th, 17th, 29th, 37th, 51st, and 56 minutes. Tight contest here. The Cowboys kick it off again here at 18 all. Time to drink his booze after they lose. Round 18, yes, and we're 18 all. Katika. It's 18, 18, 18. In terms of this game to describe it. Storm versus Raiders, who wins? That's a really tough one, actually. Mel, that's a really tough one to really go with. I'd say, you'd have to say Storm, right? But, like, the Raiders are... I think my problem with tipping Raiders is that it's hard for me to believe that the Raiders are the level of team they are now. 18 all. Now Melbourne around here, 22 and a half minutes on the clock. Goes to the right here. Good position here with McDonald's. He never had a farm, I checked. E-I-E-I-O. Round to the left then. Then to 40. Gets it over to Wishart. Back round to Garlic. Garlic there. Garlic finds the pass. Raiders win, says JK Stories. All right, go with the Canberra Raiders. And Jerome Hughes gets inside the 20. Oh, no. Hughes on 5th tackle. Yeah, they're asking you okay, Hughes? And Hughes says, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. All right. Melbourne Storm hits it in the air to the left now. Sideways. Over to Meany here. He hits it in the air here. Over to the right. And Ali Katoa, it ends up in the hands of Braden Burns now. Braden Burns looks for the pass. Braden Burns couldn't get it down. Rhyming and timing. All the players are shining. William. Rhyming and timing. All the players are shining. All right. Round to the right here. Nearly gets it to the 30 before being held back. Round to the left then. They're still in their own zone at the moment. They got to get past that halfway point. Just to rhyme, I created the hip-hop timeline. Did you, mate? You created the hip-hop timeline, mate, and it's never been so fine. Oh, God, now Tyler's doing it. We're all doing it now. We're all doing it. One day we will all be rhyming. It's contagious. It started with... Mel, it started with Katuku, Mel, and now it's something that everyone will sell. Ring that bell. We're all stuck in this shell. And the Storm lose it. Ball comes free. Ball comes free from Melbourne here. Oh, no. Captain's challenge here coming up from Melbourne Storm. Huge moment here. Huge. He penalised for a strip turn the tackle. There's 2 in the tackle. That's a strip. Yeah, that's a strip. That's a strip. Yeah. Challenge successful. Oh. Challenge successful. Cowboys were being neglectful. TJC can rap and sing. TJC can do everything. Damn right I can, mate. TJC can rap and sing. TJC can do everything. TJC is king. TJC will show you his bling. Anyways, legends, let's continue on here. Has been cooking with the right like a shaky on die on a die. It's contagious. Outrageous. Jerome Hughes finds the short pass here, second tackle, domination, over to the third now. Round to the left here, closing it on the 20 here. Jerome Hughes gets the Bronson Garlic now. Bronson Garlic, here we go around now. And Garlic, fistful of balls there, held on the 20. Tackle 4 here. They're waiting on Bronson here, who's staying where he is, genuinely feeling his neck here. Disastrous more like that. Nah, nothing disastrous about it. Oh my God, it's on report. On report? Show me the replay again. No way. This game's so tight, and you gotta do that. You gotta call on that. Really? Bro. You gotta be kidding me. Fine, man. Fine. All right. The Storm have a penalty. The Storm have a penalty. I agree, Mel. Disastrous. Disastrous. They're gonna go up by 2. Somebody check on William. Somebody check up on him. This game is so tight. It's a good fight. He can't stop. He can't stop. He can only think of it all now. Oh, God. Storm currently at 69% to win right now. Hits the kick. 2018. Why is it that both games that I have streamed this round have had a score of 2018? Is it trying to remind me of the spoon year? Is it? Because I choose to forget that year Para got the spoon. Are you kidding me? It's like the world wants to remind me. And Bronson Garlic comes off for an assessment. Rigged, says Mel. Rigged, rigged, rigged. They all say rigged, mate. We've got Peasant on the field, it looks like now, but because of that, so it'll never stop. Anyways, behind on the scoreboard by 2 now, but with 17 minutes to go, it's far from done here. You know, I won't like dwell on about it, but I was a bit surprised that they called that a penalty. You know, Storm, Cowboys deservingly had that lead, but then Storm, you know, they nigged, they bigged, they stigged, they digged, and they got the job done after they gigged. Let's go. Route to the left here. Peasant takes the kick to the left here. 5th tackle here. It flies high. Storm. Cowboys gives the chase backwards. Cowboys. Oh, Derby. Lucky. He gets it. But wait, it's called a knock on. It's called a Derby knock on. Oh, and they're not challenging. They can't challenge. Cowboys, this is why you don't waste a challenge. This is why you don't waste them. Because then you lose moments like this. Because now they've called challenge, you puppets. Right, Melbourne Storm stacking the right side, but over to the left they go. This back in front. It hit Anderson first, but oh well. It did hit Anderson first. They got that wrong completely. Kamakamika here. Cowboys fighting to keep him down. Which to dummy half. Hughes. Malepo, the decoy. Blot. Nick Meaney seals it for the Storm potentially here. Celebrating again with another try. 18-24 with a kick to come here. Nick Meaney is just on fire, as we called him. One of the most consistent backs we can see in the game at the moment. Melbourne Storm have a real player with him. You go on about your Pappenhausens and your Harry Grants, but no team's complete without a Nick Meaney in your team or a Mick Meaney. He gets it all done on a platter. Nick Meaney with a dominant first half of the second half. And with 14 minutes and a half to go, Nick Meaney makes it 24-18. Katoa, Meaney, Short-Blaw, they've had it all over them. And he dances like he's playing a game of Fortnite here. Do, 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 do. 14 minutes to go, legends. This is his 8th career double, Nick Meaney, and he gets ready for another kick. 4 out of 4 goals tonight. He remains missing just 100 kicks in his career. He's got over 200. From the side. Nick Meaney. With a huge moment in this game, potentially. Perfect record so far. He steps up and sets up here. He's having some night tonight, Nick Meaney. 26-18 now, the scoreline. And North Queensland are going to want to be scoring the rest of the tries from here on in now. All it takes is one try. All it takes is one try and the Melbourne Storm are back on the defensive pedal. Tyler, I love try celebrations. Me too, Liam. Meany has been brilliant tonight. He is standing up for Melbourne. He is. He is legend. He's standing up hard for them. Under pressure, and he's answered. Slim G didn't hit that department of attack the last couple months. He gets it done there. Terrific tries. Kamika. My voice is losing it. Takes the tackle on the 10. We go to the right. Sean Bloor here. Former Tigers, former Dogs couple over there. Back around here. Grant Anderson looks to set off with speed here. Is the lawnmower. The lawnmower. I like a good old lawnmower. Looks to break through. This round has been good so far. How did the Bronx score 4 tries in such a short time against the Doggies? I don't know, man, but still. Here we go, Hughes. Hits it over. Here we come. Here we come. Cowboys forward now. Step up, Cowboys, says Bulldog season. Step up, Cowboys. Step up. Step up, Cowboys. Step up. Step up, Cowboys. Step up. That's what you guys got to be cheering. Derby. Takes them on. Tries to get around, can't do it. Who will win the minor premiership this year? It's between the Raiders, the Dogs, the Wars, Storm. Kind of, that's the 4 teams I could see winning it. Dominated for most of the night, the Storm. Cowboys hit it over to the left, but what a good game it's been. What a good round it's been so far. This is a professional performance in the last 12 minutes to go here for Melbourne Storm. So many key players missed them from both sides, and they gave us a game that we'll be talking about, you know? Always just find that way to level and get up again, though. And the Storm, with a mistake here. Here they go. The Dogs. Dragons got robbed. Didn't want the Dogs to be equal points as Raiders. Robbery, legend. Robbery. I've heard a few people say that was a bad decision from him. Back round. Scott Drinkwater waiting to take off soon, I think, for them. Here he goes. Over to the left here. Purdue. We were talking about this. Burns. And Burns, is he taken out of play here? No, he's not. He gets back all over him. Gets the knock on. Forces the error here. Watch it here. Ah, yeah. Yeah, clean knock on. Certainly came loose. Good thing there. Anyways, Melbourne Storm. Back with the ball here. Under pressure when Jackson Purdue scored that try at the end of the first half. The Storm kept themselves together. Oh, the Storm player for a second taps the referee. Is he going to get a week like Dylan Brown did? Probably not. Round to Josh King. Here we go. King. Ready to go over 200 meters tonight. Kamika. Round here. Bank Stadium. Not Queensland Country Bank Stadium, legend. It's one of the few I haven't been to. Tyler, Melbourne Storm will be in the NRL final series. Well, that's not a question. They've been in it way more than they haven't been. Storm chase it, and Drinkwater lets it go out of play here. 24 in between the Buys versus Eels, Knights, Dragons, and Manly. Well, too bad for them. They're going to lose against the Eels. They're going to need those bye points after losing to Para. On first tackle, 9 minutes. McKaylee through the middle here. See, we have a new Englishman in our team. Not that I know anything about him. Well, what's his name, legend? What's his name, you new Englishman? Around to the right, Clifford. John Bateman on the short side here. Kalepo. And Kalepo held back. Back to the left. 2 plays left. Here's Duffy getting it around here. Wonderful pass to McKaylee. Duffy, last play. Clifford hits low. Blocked off! Penalty! What? He took him out! He looks at him, moves his leg, leans into him. He's deliberately stopping a chaser. What is the job of the ref and touchies anymore? Far out. It's just insane. It's just insane. Jerome Hughes hits it over to the right now. And on the 20, Scott Drinkwater gets it. Round to the right, through the middle here. What we get for losing a challenge early. It's what you get, William. It's what you get. Temple Kalepo, are you kidding? They got galvanised Bulldog season, indeed. Righto. Anyways, legends. Cowboys fans going crazy. Round the left here. They're gonna want to make a play very soon if they want to be in this game still. The North Queensland Cowboys. Came from Leeds Riders, Morgan Gannon. I can't lie and say that I've heard of him, but sounds like a gun. Derby to the left here, bats it back here, and it ends up with the Storm. Sean Bloor gets it. Trying to strip it. An attempted steal here from Hess doesn't work out. The Englishman in the camp. He's got to, in the comp. He's got to be, Katuku. He's got to be. That's why they have the bye for Bulldogs and still finish minor premiers. Oh, there's still way more than enough time, legend, for the Dogs to finish minor premiers. Hughes. 7 line breaks for Storm. 6 for Cowboys. Very tight, actually. Here we go. Brown. Tuamalatu Brown. I think he's one of you lot. Think he's an Aussie. Saw it on the WAS page. Well, that's cool, legend. Good to see that they're recruiting still. Look at it, close to the left here. Is Smith moving? Keeps going forward. Over to McDonald here. 5 minutes to go. And it's a penalty for the Cowboys. They needed that. They needed that so badly. E.B. Williams jumps in here. Sup, legend. I reckon Weeks had his star-making performance today. I reckon he did too, E.B. Williams. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Hope you're going well. What a moment for him in that last bit. What a try. What a star is born. Past the 40 here. And it's Hess now. Round to the 30, McKaylee. Thomas McKaylee forward here. 4.5, needing 2 scores here. Maybe this can finish a draw. Maybe. 6 more tackles as well for Cowboys. What a finish we could be in for if the Cowboys can get it here. Here we go. Neem pushes them off here. He was waiting for the ref to call held. The ref eventually did. Back round to the left here. Goes all over the place here. Some tired defenders out there. Robson gets it around to the right here. No, back to the left here. Neem. Finds succession here. Forward. 3.5 minutes to go here. They have to score in this set. They have to. They have to. Burns outside with the pass here. Back around here. Despite their position, I'm a fan of how Para play to take. Appreciate that, EB. I am too right now. You know, I feel like it's very clear that improvement is being made. It's just about giving time, you know. And who knows, with Talon De Silva's acquisition, who knows how him and Riley could do together. Storm, Cowboys. Storm headed out of play there. You know, it's coming good for Para. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not all doom and gloom at all. And you know, I think we'll avoid the spoon, and that we'll be building for next year. This year was just about seeing who we are as a team. We're a completely different team to what we were last year. Says he's only 19. Apparently an exceptional talent. Well, then that's a good win for you, isn't it, Mel? That's a good win for you. Hopefully he helps you go further. Cowboys penalty. This is a huge call. Do you take the 2? Do you argue if you take the 2 here? The chances that you get 2 and 45 to get the converted try difference. Yeah, they're taking the 2. The Cowboys are taking the 2, legends. They're taking the 2. Here we go. 20 to 26. There's 2 minutes to go. The Melbourne Storm players have a world of pressure coming their way. 2.5 minutes. Even Craig Bellamy can't stay in his seat. This is a game that defines our sports. Storm Cowboys, round 18, 20 to 26. Obviously, Cowboys Vegas bound next year. They got to show exactly why they were allowed to go to Vegas. Dang right, Katuku. Dang right. Appreciate you. Appreciate ya. Let's go. Storm with the long kick. Cowboys forward. If they can win a penalty, this would be massive. All right. Gain some meters. Their grip on the spoon. They have Katuku. They've tightened it more. Gets a pass on to O'Donnell. O'Donnell couldn't find a pass, though. Scott Drinkwater. Gets it to Clifford. We can't have as many side passes as we just had there. Good defensive play from Storm. Back to McKaylee. 2 minutes left here. Enough time. Get the ball back for one last hurrah. Clifford. Bateman. Offloads. Clifford finds it to Neem. Neem's away. Neem's away. He takes them on. Neem around here. Big tackle. 25 out now. Cowboys to the right. Scott Drinkwater. Last play to Bateman. Back over to Clifford. They're looking for a statement. Scott Drinkwater. 5th tackle. What was that? He's kicked it into the back fence. What was that? Oh. My God. It's 6 they sub the few. Honestly, EB Williams, that's a really factual comment. I could not agree more. Could not agree more. I can't believe that. What was he doing? What was his logic with that kick? Extra. All right, here we go. A minute to go. Provided they don't do anything silly, Storm should win this one now. Worst case scenario for Melbourne, you can safely say they're going to Golden Point, worst case scenario. Second tackle becomes third. Bruh, Drinky. Brain fart moment. Definition of one, Will. 40 seconds on the clock. Fourth tackle. We go to Josh King here. Forward now. By 10 seconds, we'll be going. All right? 30 seconds on the clock now. 48 meters gained here. Last tackle for Storm Hughes. Cowboys. Oh, no. That's a very clever play. Collected, and Cowboys are held for a goal line dropout. Oh, no. 20 seconds. And we got 10 seconds on the clock now here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Because that's the norm. The norm. Why will the Storm win? That's because it's the norm. Melbourne Storm are victorious over the North Queensland Cowboys 26-20 in what has been a very unlucky last bit for the Cowboys. That second half, they tried so hard but couldn't get it in the end. Congratulations to the Storm on their victory. Better luck next time, Cowboys. You gave it your all, but in the end, you'll know that you've lost to a real championship-level team as they embrace and accept the result. 5 in a row now. Melbourne looking dangerous this year, as always. Cowboys done one regardless. Hey, I considered this effort an absolute win if I was a Cowboys fan. Gives off the tone. Greg Inglis took the field goal while down 2 points. Does give that kind of vibe, doesn't it, legend? Anyways, that's the result here at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Storm move up to second on the ladder. If you enjoyed the stream, consider hitting that like button. Subscribing if you are new. I'll see you all for tomorrow's streams. We'll end the stream with 73% tipping Storm, 20% tipping, 24% tipping the Cowboys, and 3% tipping draw. Not checking the ladder. You don't want to check it, Bulldog season. You don't want to see you dropping off down it. Hey, life happens. Life happens, Bulldogs fan, okay? Sorry for you that you're going to have to drop all the way down to presumably maybe third, I guess, or fourth, one of the two. Thanks for watching, legends. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's go. Oh, what a game.